League Season 3. Courage joined by Maven. Maven, I keep forgetting to count you in. It's mainly because I don't really like you.
Oh, Jack, that's fine. I mean, it's hard to be friendless, but I managed to get by. I'm excited. Final series of the night. It's been a wild one.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. I'm getting some energy. I'm mustering it together. I may or may not have had a multivitamin and half of an energy drink. I'm ready to turn up. This is going to be a final of fantastic Game 5. I texted JCap. He better bring the thunder. It's been a little up and down over Advanced Warfare, but I expect him to play great in this one.
Are you done?
Yeah, I was just going to probably talk until the game started.
All right, well, game number 1 about to be underway. We're going to be playing.
This is going to be a great one.
Biolab Hardpoint. Now, if you're wondering where ISO stands, they're going to have their Havoc, they're going to have their Silly, they're going to have their Dito. Parasite was originally the sub for this team 2 days ago, no longer the sub for this team. Then he said he was back as a sub for this team earlier today. Now they're apparently playing with Lacefield. Still waiting for them to join in the lobby. If you missed the rest of tonight, though, TK beat TCM in Game 5. We then saw Denial win in Game 5 over, I don't even remember, over Epsilon.
You forget the teams? How did you forget about that one? That's the one where I almost had a heart attack. I ripped my headset off. I walked away. I was chanting Swanee. I got a Swanee tattoo. I was wearing a Swanee shirt. I almost bought Swanee I actually don't have much money. I don't think I could have bought him really anything.
Yeah, you're kind of poor.
I could have bought him lunch.
You spent way too much money on CS cases. And then finally, ON takes down Orbit 3-1. You have the face on right there. Like, he's right. I mean, yeah.
I really can't argue that.
Game 4 now, the fourth series of the night. I can't even talk anymore, dude. I'm so hungry. Envy versus Isolation. Envy looking to take this one 3-0 in our power rankings earlier on. We really said that Envy looks pretty strong right now. 4th place team in the league. They kind of deserve to be in that spot. If they can get a little bit more consistent, especially in their hardpoint game modes, they'll be pretty sick. But Maven, Envy is 6-0 in Uplink so far in Season 3. Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
Oh. All right. Well, that works. I saw Swanee just replied to you on Twitter. He seems a little frustrated.
He's definitely got to be frustrated with the current
situation.
Way it's going for Epsilon in the Season 3 league. They've been struggling, and it's not even like, yes, could they be playing better? Absolutely. But it's like it's a mixture of poor and unlucky play, kind of. I mean, I don't want to bring luck into it, but when you lose 4 Game 5s, it's gotten to a point where when you lose 1, it's like, all right, we lost a Game 5. When you lose 2, you're like, oh god, we're struggling in Game 5. So when it comes to the 3rd, you're thinking about it. Now going to the 4th, you're like, oh dear god, we can't close out a Game 5. Now any Game 5 they get to, if you don't think during every round they're thinking about the fact they haven't won a Game 5, you're crazy.
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
All they're thinking about is
which
we can't win a
just
Game
makes
5.
them worse.
Yeah.
Adds an immense amount of pressure to every single round in that game. 2 players from ISO joined the lobby. Still waiting on the final 2 players to hop on in. I believe this weekend we'll have a 5K on Saturday and then a 10K on Sunday. 10K should be casted by the wonderful
Did you say wonderful?
What? Wonderful. Mr. X and then Chance.
That's great. I like Mr. X. I can't stand him. But I think Chance is a fantastic caster. That should be a great time. But yeah, 5K and a 10K. Big ones going on all weekend. Should be phenomenal stuff. And then we have the CEVO LAN coming up as well next weekend.
I know you'll be doing a little bit of that.
Happening here on MLG.TV. I'm still ticked I'm not going to the CEVO LAN.
You'll get over it, man. And the week after that, on MLG.TV, you can catch Gfinity.
Yep,
Maven.
which Jack and I were both going to, Jack.
I know, we're going to be able to hug each other again. Oh, stop with that face. All 4 players of ISO have joined the lobby. Biolab Hardpoint. They just need to start it up. Really, for me, Aqua and Looney with those aggressive subs should see them go off this entire game. Octane will be more than happy to sit top rails right outside blue and kill everyone who challenges him. The game is starting up. Game number 1, Isolation versus Team Envious, Biolab Hardpoint.
All right, here we go. Ladies, gentlemen, strap on your Nikes. It's time to get rolling. I don't know why you would roll in tennis shoes.
But you just said strap on your Nikes. You mean Nike tennis shoes?
I don't really know what I meant. I mean, we've been casting so long that stuff's just coming out of my mouth. But here we go. Final series of the night. I took ISO in this one. Looking back, that was incredibly dumb.
Yep.
I should have taken Envy. I am at risk of going 0-4. I went opposite of all the other casters' picks, so I'm going to fall so far behind. I'm disgusted with myself and the state of my picks.
If you go 0-4 on the night, Maven, you will be down by 7 picks. 7 picks.
I'm gonna stop picking.
You'll just be blank for the rest of the season. I mean, that'll work. Looney picks up first blood.
I mean, it'd be better than what I'm doing.
I mean, yeah, you would make less of a fool of yourself if you just stopped.
All right, so the big thing in this one going to be the sub Lacefield filling in right now for ISO. We saw Ivy try to do it with Orbit, had some up and downs, eventually replaced by Accuracy. Lacefield, from what we understand, will be here for the entire series. On the other side, this Envy team, they've looked great, they've looked good, they've looked poor. A lot of it for me has been, I think, kind of role struggles a little bit. I still think, we saw it with Prophecy with Octane and Aqua. They had the same issue at times, just nobody in the hardpoint. Not enough people in the hardpoint. Enough people slaying around the hardpoint, not enough people actually picking up time.
Yeah.
We saw Prophecy struggle with that at relegation. We've seen this same Envy team, we've seen this Envy team struggle with it with the addition of the 2 players from Prof.
Yeah, and you know what it mainly comes down to is a lot of times you'll have Aqua and Looney both like to play so aggressive that they'll flood out of the hard point, both of them. And then
which is great. Like, you want someone to do that. That's the
Yeah.
exact right play, but you can't have everyone flying out of the hard point, dying, losing your spawn, and not getting time.
Yeah, that's basically what we've seen so far, especially on Solar. 37-14 lead off the start. This is Envy's host, so you got to expect them to start off pretty strong here. In game number 1, JCap at 1-3, now getting his 2nd kill of the game. 8-4 starts from both Looney and Aqua. That's exactly what you want if you're a fan of the boys in blue.
Aqua able to get one, getting shot from behind, and he turns and almost crushes somebody. Able to get the assist there. Cap, the only one alive right now. He should wait for a little bit of help, but he said, screw it, I'm going in. Able to get some hit markers. Team kill. I wonder why there was no assist there. That's because the nade come in from Dito. That took out Lacefield. Early advantage, though, right now, about 30 points for Envy. You've got Aqua at 10-5. Looney at 10-7. Everyone's starting out pretty strong right now. JCap starting slow.
JCap, 2 kills through the first 2 minutes of the game. Aqua in early control of the blue hardpoint. Benson, we saw TK absolutely dominate on this hill earlier today. And this map just in general, where they just completely destroyed TCM in our first game of the night. Here, though, Envy in early control of the blue hill. They've gotten the first 20 seconds. Can they hold all 60?
They've got it locked down so far. Aqua a little bit tagged up, but still staying alive. He's only really got 1 player to help him right now, but everyone's kind of outside the hard point in a way that's making it so difficult for ISO to even get close. ISO, a team that can win hard points despite being outslayed at times. We saw them do it several times in relegation, but right now they're getting thumped a bit. Aqua, 13-5 on a 4 streak. If it continues at this pace, I mean, they're going to get a 100-point club.
He's positioning himself so well at the moment, trying not to challenge when multiple players are looking at him. He's getting those 1v1 gun engagements, exactly what he needs. Now on the rotation, could get some huge entry kills for his squad, wins 1 gunfight on the reload, gets taken out. Another push, though, coming into Hut from Envy. That's Lacefield winning a 2nd gun battle. Tries to turn on JCap, loses that one, but Envy in a good enough position to try to break this next hill.
Octane tries to go in for the jump kick, misses, but able to pick up a kill. Trying to find a second with the canisters. Octane will get 2. They're rolling so far. Octane's going to end up finding 3. He's on a 7 streak. Make it 8 streak. Just crushing right now is Octane. The man cannot be stopped. He's on a mission and finally going to fall top green.
Dito takes him down. 3 players inside the hard point for the players of Isolation. Silly picks up 1 kill. Looney finds the 2-piece. Beautifully done by him. Envy up by 80 seconds, making game number 1 look easy.
Oh yeah, they're blowing this one open. They're outslaying them by almost 20 kills already. We've still got 6 minutes left to go in this one. You saw a couple kills coming in for Ice. I think Silly, 3 of the last 4 there to be registered. He's on a 3 streak right now. I'm going to go over to Silly, watch him for a little bit, as no one's really gotten going yet for ISO, but he's on a 4 streak right now. Able to stun Aqua as he was coming into top Eskies. No one going to be pushing towards Orange. They're just letting control for now. Kind of trying to spread out and hit it from multiple sides is Envy right now, and it seems to work. They flood from 3 different doorways there. Well, the window in 2 different doorways. They're able to make quick work of Bio.
Octane still stepping up for his team with the sub in hand almost all game long, sitting at 16-13 right now. 3 players for Envy inside this hard point, just shy of a 100-second lead, and there's still 5 minutes left in this game as Looney finds a 2-piece in purple.
Yeah, is a comeback possible? It certainly is, but it has not looked good early. JCap's come alive to a degree. Every player massively positive outside of that as well. You have
And
Looney
possible.
at +10. He has 24 kills. He's basically got 10 more than everyone else on the opposing team. I'm going to switch over to Looney. I haven't really watched him much, but he's apparently been crushing. He's set up in circle. Teammate able to clean one up. He's soaking in time right now. They've got control. Circle right now. He jumps out, able to pick up one. He's going to challenge blue as well. Jack, he's able to get one top blue. A little bit of lag there, but he cleans up one bottom blue as well. Finally going to fall.
I'm hopping back on board with him off the fresh spawn. Pushing through purple, going to meet one player inside mid-bio. Is he going to win the gunfight? Gets taken out from behind. 174 to 53. A dominating start for Envy. Now they just need to close it out. Every second that goes by, it basically just becomes impossible in any means for Isolation to come back. Like, I'm being nice right now, but there's legit no way they win this game.
It's just looking that way. You never want to call them out, but
Yeah.
they haven't really shown much life. It's going to come down to the blue hard point, and they can close it out here or they can come back. I mean, if they get a full 50, even a full 50, God, they're still trailing by a minute. That's how scary it's gotten at this point.
JCap on the rotation with two of his teammates. Are going to have one player to take down inside the hill. That's Lacefield, who has died. 1v1. Looney gets taken out by Silly. ISO finally beginning to show some life. Unfortunately for them, they've dug themselves such a huge hole that those big battles really don't make too huge of a difference.
Let's think about the numbers here. So let's say they get 40-ish. Well, what's left? 40. Let's say they get the next 30. So they'd be at 120-ish. Now this is doable. If they'd have to control this and they'd have to win the battle at blue. If they can hold blue for 50 points, I mean, they'd be right back in this game. It's not out of reach. They've got to get as much time here as they can. Lacefield gets one before he's going to fall. They're still getting time. All of a sudden, it's being contested by Looney. He's going to drop. They're holding the front door still. Aqua was last alive. They're still getting points. So 80 points right now, 15 seconds left. Octane, though, in the hard point. He wins the gunfight. They're going to get the next 10 or so points here, Jack. But here comes blue. Let's take a hop over there, see the action.
Octane is swapped over to the bow for the end of that hard point, wins two gunfights, gets the final 15 seconds for Envy. They still have a 90-second lead. 3 players now pushing in for the break. They just have 2 to beat.
And yeah, there was 1 player in blue. There were 3 that rotated over early, 2 pushed out, and now all of a sudden Envy has control. They've got this set up. This game's over.
GG can easily be said. 1 more player from Isolation trying to get the break, 2 pushing in from purple. This is their final chance to really give themselves any shot of coming back in this game. Looney picks up 1 kill on Silly. Now rotating behind that blue box, he gets taken down. A nice break from Isolation. They are still down though by just shy of 2 minutes.
Able to break it. Getting some time, but it's just, I mean, honestly, this 15 or so seconds here just kind of accounts for the 15 or so they lost in Eskies.
Yep.
Not going to be nearly enough to do it. 2 minutes left right now. Still trailing by 80. They'd have to completely go off here. I thought they had a pretty good chance if they would have been able to get 40 to 50 points there on blue, but yeah, I don't know. I think they got 20, 25. Nothing really to write home about. Now going towards top green, it's going to be Envy already set up there. It's going to be JCap set up top green. He has 1 player pushing him from bottom green. Teammate's going to clean that up. Tries to challenge a player above. He's going to fall. 100-point advantage coming.
Yeah, this game is done. Game number 1 going to Envy, making it look easy. Dito began to heat up on the second half of this game. Now 31 and 28, unfortunately for him. Envy just did such a better job of getting off on the right foot. Octane with that bow is so disgusting. 34 and 24 on a 2 streak. Envy should get close to... Nope, they're not going to be able to close it out on this hill.
All right, let's take a look forward. Do you have... what are we looking at for the S&D? See, I might have that actually. Give me a second.
Riot S&D is up next. Maven. Maybe.
Right, all right. So for these 2 teams, taking a look forward to Riot, Havoc, in my opinion, right now, the hottest, if not the best S&D player in the game right now. I mean, people can call him online. People can call him whatever he wants. Every time I've watched this kid on LAN or online play S&D, it's been an absolute pleasure to watch. He's a freak on this map. You saw him at UMG. You were casting it.
Yep.
On this particular map, he had that 1v4 against Optic Gaming. One of the most absurd plays I've ever seen in any Call of Duty ever, period, game mode, whatever. I think this is going to be tough for Envy, man. They've got some real S&D stars on this ISO lineup.
Game number 1 going to Envy with ease. Dito did all he could there, 33 and 31 with 6 captures and 5 defends. Maven just said Havoc is one of the best players in Search and Destroy in the game. Go ahead and blow up his mentions for that one. Guys, that's going to do it here for game number 1.
Wait, you want to debate that? Who's better than him? Go ahead. Name
Riot,
somebody.
Search and Destroy.
Name somebody, Jack.